Before Stalker 2, there was Gamma. If FPS games had mothers, Gamma had already pulled down their pants, and the anomalies will burn you alive, shoot you into the air, and the weapons you find are 99% of the time trash garbage that have a higher chance to backfire and shoot you in the jugular than to actually work. The loot you get is a 50-50 mix between only finding an eighth of a gun that you won't find the rest of until hour 200 when you fight through 60 of the Iron Giant's kids in 2 minutes or less, or else you become a brain in a jar. Or you find an artifact you strap to the front of your piss-stained Adidas tracksuit that might just save your life, but is much more likely to compel you to stick the barrel of the gun into your mouth and pull the fucking trigger because it said please. Because it said please. Because it said please. Gamma is a goddamn marvel.
Stalker 2.
Stalker 2. Stalker 2. Stalker 2. Stalker 2.
Take a walk with me. I played Stalker 2 on the day of its release and it fucked me. It fucked me. Like an eager little schoolgirl, I played it for the entire day, and as that same schoolgirl, I got fucked. But Monty, Gamma's the culmination of several Stalker games massively hot glued together and hundreds of mods from the Stalker community over several years. Of course it wasn't going to be like Gamma. Ha! Got you, fucker. You thought I didn't see that coming? Of course my expectations were sedated, just not enough to ignore how fucking poorly it ran. Whoop. Do you have an 8090 STI DUI graphics card? Suck a dick. It still runs the same if you plugged it into a piece of toast. And what? Do you expect me to just stick my hand into the settings and flop it around like a fucking Neanderthal until the game doesn't run like a man with no legs? No! I'm gonna turn into Undertale. I'm gonna turn Stalker 2 into Undertale. Now, why Undertale, do you ask? Well, it's one of the few PC ports that doesn't turn your Switch into a portable bomb threat, which is a cosmic sign that it can run on anything. So here's my theory. Undertale, low graphics, game good. Game run good on anything. Stalker 2, big graphics make games slow. Big graphics, game slow, no good. Undertale, small graphics. Undertale, Stalker 2, small graphics, good run now, no more bad. Thank you. Thank you. And to make small graphics make game good run, I wrote a few lines of code that changes the gameplay and visuals into something as close as I can get it to Undertale without being shanked or sued or... I don't understand the legal system. The first step was to try replicating Undertale's charming with notes of psychosis, color palette and style. I had a few attempts like this one, which was giving off real Doom 1993 vibes or dyslexia for pictures. Oh, and this one, which is colorblind friendly because it's void of life. And this one just makes you want to throw up. This one, which in all honesty is pretty fucking cool, like a real life Echo sketch, which brings us to this one that can only be described as type 2 diabetes. And this one, which kind of just looks the same to the first one. And this one, which is the last one, and this just kind of looks like that Take On Me song. But we're going with the colorblind one because I tried to make the pixelated one work with color, but it ran like hot trash. So let's check the performance on this one real quick. That's fine, that's okay. We just need more IP theft. Have you or a loved one wondered why traveling in this game makes you want to test the limits of the Geneva Convention in your very home? That's because the system that would have brought the world to life shit itself and died of dysentery. So what once was an empty space for convincing yourself the next region of interest surely won't have the same loot you've had 6 times in a row is now just a literal carbon copy of Undertale. With a range of enemies that spawn randomly when exploring, each with their own attacks and effects, you'll have the chance to encounter Bloodsucker with its tentacle hentai goodness coming from any direction, Bureau with its shit-seeking bullets that only increase in numbers, Pseudo-Giant and their German fisting fetish, and Psydog, whose attack is just that magician's trick your aspiring cousin does when they're on a budget. Dodge their attacks so your health doesn't reach 0, otherwise it'll crash your game. Strategically plan out your attacks, actions, and resources. If you press anything else other than attack, it'll crash your game. And you will earn experience and unique items. You gain nothing from doing this. Show me performance.
Knock your grandma!
Fuck it. The only time where performance matters is when you're in combat anyway. So let's revamp combat, everyone. Come on, more Undertale. Now, when you enter a fight, you're transported into the brand new turn-based combat system, and this time, these buttons actually do something. Each turn you have 2 actions, with act costing 1 action and the others are all being turn ending. This means you can do any of these options twice, like reload your gun, which it does for you automatically. Isn't that nice? And then spend your last action to move position. Or maybe check out your backpack instead. Maybe swap out an artifact or 2, sort out your inventory before the timer. Oops, sorry, go fuck yourself, you ran out of time. I am legally obligated to let you know that if you press anything on your keyboard and mouse that isn't associated with the action you chose, like when selecting fight and being restricted to your mouse for the allotted time, it'll crash your game. Or the shift and WASD keys when you select move, press anything else and say bye-bye. Bye-bye game, say bye-bye. But don't worry, everything else is fully automatic, even the items you pick from the item menu. Feeling low on health? Try some stem cells. Or just a little bit parched. How about some Vietnamese tap water? And when your turn is over, it resumes the game and locks you in position for 10 seconds to simulate the enemy's turn. Rinse and repeat until everyone is dead, or choose the bitch button, which gives you the chance to run away. But press anything else other than the keys used to run away and it will crash your fucking game. And how's that performance? I gotta fucking kill my... Fuck it, I'll take it. Did we fix anything though? But Undertale was made in Game Maker Studio, an engine perfectly designed for it. Stalker 2 was built in Unreal 5, so there's no saving that. And this dumpster fire was built on 2 weeks of Red Bull and suicidal thoughts, and is pretty much a codependent Snapchat filter, because you can drag anything onto where it captures and make it into Undertale. Turn your web browser into Undertale and kick the shit out of hot Asian singles in your area. I don't discriminate. I beat Hispanics too. And men. Have you been pacing back and forth, struggling to sign your divorce papers like every movie protagonist that inevitably signs it in the end? Just shoot the fucking thing. And then your ex-wife. Troubles away. Shoot your ex-wife's troubles away. Don't shoot your ex-wife. Unless her troubles are herself, then roll a 20 on that bitch. Is this allowed on YouTube? I don't fucking know. Just shoot them too. Don't get me started on schools. That's about it on schools. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to get your hands on whatever the fuck piece of shit this was, you'll have to break into my house and pry it out of my cold dead hands. And I keep a machete next to the bed.